Hi, my name is Jide Adebayo. I'm a business coach and business consultant. Today, I would like to share a few tips with you on how business can navigate and survive an economic downturn. How a business can navigate and survive an economic downturn. What all businesses need to do, any business that is facing economic downturn, what they need to do is to recalibrate and rejuggle their model, their business model. And there are ways to go about it, and there are ways a business can weather an economic downturn. And I'm going to talk about one today. And the one I'm going to talk about is to cut cost. So when I say cut cost, it does not mean by slashing your workers' strength or by reducing or by laying off staff. No, when I mean to cut cost, I'm not looking at laying off your staff or reducing the number of your staff strength. But I'm going to be looking at some areas that business owners can look into in order for them to weather any economic downturn. Number one is reduce the hours spent for producing but increase production. Reduce the hours spent for producing or increase production. So what that simply means that if you use 10 hours to produce 10 units of a particular product, then cut that 10 hours into 6 hours, then produce 8 units. So instead of using your usual 10 hours to produce 10 units of a product, use 6 hours to produce 8 units. Use 6 hours to produce 8 units. So what you just do is to reduce the hour for producing, then increase production. That's number one when you are cutting cost. Number two, when cutting cost, is to reduce or eliminate middlemen and deal with the producer. Is to reduce or eliminate middlemen and deal with producer. So let's take for instance someone who need a farm produce or farm raw materials for his or her production, and of course he or she doesn't go to the farm to get those products. He will need to rely on middlemen or women. So what you need to do is to go to the farm, to the farmers yourself. So you would eliminate the middleman, because middlemen usually add their own percentage to the cost of every good they will get from a farmer to someone who need that farmer's produce. So what you'll be doing is to eliminate the middle person, the middleman or the middle woman. Whatever they usually add to a product got it from the farmer, you would have taken that one out, which will still be, you would have cut cost in that regard. Then the last one on that, on how to navigate or survive an economic downturn, is to consider salvaging, consider recycling, and consider reusable. You have to look at those things you can salvage, you have to look at those things you can recycle, and you have to look at those things you can reuse. By doing so, you will be saving yourself some money. So 3 things that you need to do, 3 things you need to consider in cutting costs. 1, reduce the hours spent for producing but increase production. Number 2, reduce or eliminate middleman, then deal with producer. Reduce or eliminate middleman and deal with producer. Then the third one, consider salvaging, recycling, and reusable. In your cutting cost, implement those 3 points. When you implement those 3 points, it will save you a whole lot, and you won't have to lay off staff. So no situation lasts forever. This will soon pass. Whatever it is that we are facing now, whatever it is that we are going through now, will soon pass. But until then, do everything you can to stay afloat and remain in business. I am Jide Adebayo, your business coach and business consultant. Thank you.